My name is Tony Bise. I have been coming to Faith Assembly. This Easter will be 11 years. And this is my story. I've been going to church pretty much all my entire life. There was a point in my life that I did not serve God. I was saved at 14, turned my back on God. I wanted to be with my friends and just slowly turned my back. When I turned 18, it's like, okay, I don't have to go to church anymore, so I know I'm not going to. I joined the Army. I was in Germany for 2 years, and just typical GI. I wanted to do my thing, and I did. When I come back from Germany, probably 6 months or so, I actually met Linda. We started dating, and 2 years later, we got married. 9 months later, I got shot. That was the turning point. I was shot in the face at point blank range. I might choke up a little bit. Didn't realize that I was shot because I didn't feel it, which is hard to believe because it blew 3 teeth away. But when I was in the middle of surgery, and again, I was not living for God at the time, I prayed. It's like, God, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt really bad when this is all done. Just let me bear it. Well, it's been about a week and a half ago, 32 years ago, this happened, and I haven't had a drop of pain ever. Did not feel the shot. I still have feeling where I was shot, but I've never had a drop of pain from the shot. God answered my prayer, and 32 years later, He's still honoring what He has done for me. I had no desire to serve God anymore, be in church anymore. Linda was going to church. I was fine with that, but just like, don't include me. I don't want nothing to do with it. When I got shot, I looked back at Paul when he was blinded and realized that this was God speaking to him, saying, hey, you need to come to me and do my work. When I got shot, it was the same way. When I saw that bright light coming out of the muzzle, because I was looking, it was point blank, and looking right down the barrel. Being shot was really, it sounds weird, the best thing that ever happened to me. That was God opening my eyes. It's like, hey, I could have took you out. What are you going to do with this? And I'm going to serve you. About 3-4 years ago, something like that, there was a revival down in Washington, D.C. that was televised. So we turned it on, was watching it, and he's speaking on healing. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, it's like, my knee's been really hurting me. Every time I get down, it hurt really bad. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try this again. God, just take away the pain from my knee. That's all I ask. And literally, immediately, I felt something. Got up, went to the kitchen, because I could not do a squat. I could not get down. I went out to the kitchen. I got down on my knees and straight back up. I did it 10 times. 0 pain. I waited till the next day just to make sure. And it was pretty cool. But I went and told Linda what happened. I'm like, remember that guy was preaching that? I said, well, I prayed about my knee. And it literally, I felt it go away, which is amazing. Something that just recently happened, that I just retired from the sheriff's department about going on 2 years ago, and I got a medical report. There was something with my blood, an issue with my blood, so I went to the doctor, and then my doctor told me that you have a 50% chance of having an infection or a 50% chance of having cancer. The day I went in just happened to be Linda's birthday, and she was out of town, and it got confirmed that I have chronic lymphomatic leukemia. So I had to call her on her birthday when she was out of town, which was devastating. It's like, okay, how do we get through this? About 6 months later, I got an email from my doctor that, hey, there's a chromosomal change in your blood work. It's a good thing. I'll see you in 2 months. And I'm like, you can't just leave me hanging like that. I asked the doctor, I said, explain to me what happened. He said, the best way I can explain it to you is like somebody took their hand, went into your DNA, grabbed a chunk of your DNA, pulled it out. He said, that's kind of what happened. And I looked at him, and I kind of smiled because I knew who did it. I said, will that ever come back again? He said, no, this will probably never affect you. If you're sitting here and you're not sure if God exists, I'm living proof. I should be dead. When I got shot, the doctor said it should have blew the back of my head off. He didn't save my life from being shot. He didn't heal my knee. He didn't take my DNA and change it for nothing. When God calls and says, this is what I want you to do, then I'm going to go do it. There's somebody out there that needs to hear this. If he did it for me, he'll do it for you. All you have to do is ask. Just ask. Believe in your heart that God can do this. God can do anything. If God wants to take the Drummondville Mountain and put it over in Greene County, I have 100% faith that he can do that. And that'll happen. If he so desires, he's going to do it.